Right, this is one that you guys asked me for. When I said I was doing one, this is the first look at an E&C G28 or 417 that I've ever had a chance to look at, because it's just never come up. It's not a gun that I'm really that enamoured with, so yeah, this will be the first one that I'm actually seeing. The it's not Cerakote, it's definitely paint, but it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't. That I would have done the better colours personally. I would have gone with the RAL. But we'll see. Now the dude I'm doing this for, he owns a guitar shop, or a music shop rather. So he supplied me with a very nice Schecter, and I am doing everything to this to the value of the Schecter. Simply put, let's test it. I'm liking the steel bit here. That is a bit bouncy and flappy, but let's remember this is half the price of a fucking VFC. Oil's been sprayed in it at some point because there's fluff stuck to the selector, and you can see oil stain marks more on this side. That does what it's meant to do. We have a Dean's connector on it. Does it have an ETU of some description? This is going to be DMR'd, so I want this to be running 11.1. I mean, the power coming out of that's going to be fuck all. Absolutely fuck all. That's crap. I really don't like the fake bullet mag things. Like the TMG 36 and SIG look really cool. The ones nowadays are fucking awful. So I'm going to go 3-2 Redux to start with. Fuck me, that sounds scratchy suddenly. You hear that? Holy shit. Didn't sound like that with fucking ammo in there. 0.32s. 1.26 joule. I mean, let's see. Fucking hell. Fuck me. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Jesus. Yikes. So it's a regular hop unit, that's good. What the fuck hop rubber is that? A silicone thing of some description, which just tears. So yeah, standard. It's E&C marked. People just can't get... Just stop doing silicone rubbers unless you can do it right. That's fucking garbage. No wonder it sounded so shit when it... You know, it sounded all right when there was no ammo in it. As soon as ammo went through, it went, nah, fuck off, mate. No, that's garbage. That's fucking garbage. Well, start as you mean to go on. I feel rough as fuck still. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. How can I still be feeling so fucking rough? It's been fucking months. A month, more than a month, with a vicious cold. I will try it with this barrel first, see if I'm happy with the range and accuracy once it's done, but I might change it out to a better one if I need to. We shall see. I will try it like this. No, I won't. I'm not. That's really crunchy. That's a little bit unnerving how crunchy that is. Okay, what have we got here? So you've got a proprietary gearbox in a sense, whereby that is attached to the front. You've got the blue clip there and the blue clip there. I've never seen that before. I've got a fucking pallet of MCXs arriving tomorrow. I forgot about that. Where the fuck they're going to go, I do not know. Nah, that's wanky. That's puff. Why was it double tapping if the power was so high? I know that's not high power, but why? I don't get it. That's a bit odd. Looks like we don't need to take out the mag catch either, I don't think. I do need to take the stock tube off. It's never, ever the correct way the first time. I let my name on my fucking hammer. My good hammer. Don't know why I did it. I think it's this piece of brown plastic here. No. It's not. It's not the mag release, I don't think. No, it's not. It's not the mag release, but it's out now anyway. I don't know. There's a very good chance it's just really, really tight. We'll have to just force it and see what happens. Yeah, let's just force it. Not my favourite method. Okay, that lives in there. Does that mean this never has to come out? That might never have to come out. I'm going to put that back in like that now just to test my theory. Don't need the cog right now. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, it does have to come out. Okay. So this clip pushes out. So this clip pushes out this way. That's just a stopping point for that. That's okay. Stupid size screws again. Never actually checked inside here for a bit that size. Let's see what happens. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, that pops out. That's good. Lovely. Lovely. So, normal SR25 length plate. What length nozzle we got? 23 exactly. I'm taking that out. It's the basic version, so I can't do any programming on it anyway, so smeh, that's life. The plate has been bent to accommodate the buttons on the ETU. I mean, I've not seen it before. It's not a terrible thing, but I am going to flatten it again. Right. Okay, I thought it was split, but it was just grease. I'm not using it regardless. Full cylinder. Great. Oh, right. Hang on. Weird. The pad in that is really loose, but not in... I don't think it's going to come out. I just think they've just done it that way. Sector gear. Dunk. Okay, I thought that was hitting. It's not. That's cool, right. So the AOE is bob on. Do you know what? That might be pretty good. I don't know, but I'm not going to risk it. Let's put shit inside it. Not putting that on yet. And a little fiddle, little play, yada 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 yada. Now, the things I was gonna do, let's have a fucking tidy up while I do it. I'm trying to save time. So I'm gonna natter, you're gonna listen, shut the fuck up, don't say anything. I'm gonna carry on doing what I'm doing, tidy up whilst I'm fucking talking, you guys are gonna shut up. So here's what happened. Basically, the gearbox casing is very slightly proprietary. And that means that although you can put other gearbox cases in there, it's going to rely on using a brand of gearbox casing that I do not trust. End of. I am not putting one in there. That's an issue. Now, fortunately, I was able to sort this entire thing out, get it all running lovely. I had to change the trigger because the gearbox casing fractured. But it fractured in a fucking weird place, dude. It fractured. It fractured in a really weird place. So, I now have to use one of these gate triggers because I needed something that was black. It needs to be adjustable. There's not a lot of pull on that. I do prefer more pull. Now, the guy's got no idea what to expect from this, so he'll consider that to be fine and normal. That said, it's problematic for me because I didn't want to change the trigger out. The bit that fractured is basically right where the trigger itself lives, and there's a little little nubbin on the gearbox casing. For a regular trolley, that's fine. You remove that. You can't use a regular trolley, you can still use one of these. But it does mean that without that part, the trigger is resting on the gear. Don't want that. So I've had to put an adjustable trigger in so that it cannot go backwards into the gear. So it gives me another trigger there. I can use that for something else. Because of that failure point, it fucked a gear. It completely fucked one of my gears that I put in there, which is a shame. It would not have fucked if that wasn't the case. Now, I've opted to change out the cylinder head, piston. I've gutted it. I've done the right thing for him. That I'm nervous of. I've tried to pull it out and I can't. But that does make me just very slightly nervous that I can do that. So I'll test that in something else. Currently, there's an M160 spring in there. And I've also got some washers. My initial plan was to put washers in there and use this instead, so we can adjust the power out a little bit if we need to. However, because of the way this attaches, I couldn't do so, because the way this is going to sit out the back of the gun, it's about that much too long. And so I didn't want to have that pivot point on the back of here when the front of this and the top of this is so damn heavy and bulky. So that's basically what happened on the inside. It was a ball ache and it sucked. Now the reason I had to use an M160, because normally for this power you can do an M140. Sometimes you've got to use M145. But this gearbox is big and bulky. So I had to make sure the spring pressure was nice and big. And then just bulk up any slack with washers. And because this is a full stroke piston, there's not a lot of washer room. So I think there's 2, maybe 3 washers on there currently. And when he goes to change his spring for any reason, I'm sure he's going to learn that DMR work is very, very dull. And he's going to want to make this into a normal gun that fires semi and full and whatever else and put it to a regular power. For the UK, I damn well know it. So I've made it so he can do so nice and easily. But he will have to put in like an M120 spring, M130 spring to get to normal power on like a 3.2 or a 3.6 running semi and full. And that is just one of those things about having a 2.5 length gearbox. The springs inherently need to be longer. But how does it fire now? Well, right here I have 0.4s. Are we ready? No active brake. No pre-cocking. 1.83. Now I've seen quite a few texts recently. Some I respect a great deal, some I don't. And they like to post pictures of their guns they've built firing literally the sight limit. Like if a 1.88 joule limit, for example, they'll show it doing 1.88 joule. If the sight limit is 1.16 joule, they'll put 1.16 joule, look how close. And it's like, the chance you got it exactly on the level with an AEG, nah, I'm not buying it. But also, if it really is that power, and you haven't just fluked the hop unit to be that power and just tweaked it a little bit, I've got to be honest, that means that if there's a slightly colder day than when you built it, you might find that gun is a bit too powerful for the sight limit. So don't do that. You're not chasing the limit. Don't chase the limit. Never chase the limit. Will this survive at 1.8 odd joule? I think it will. I think the gearbox casing is going to stand up absolutely fine. If anything does go down inside it, obviously it's covered by my little warranty, but any of the original parts are not. Very worth noting when you send something in. Imagine getting it back on the first day and the one thing you haven't changed, or the one part you've supplied, because, you know, if somebody supplies me the gears, for example, and the gears break, you don't get any warranty on them. You know, I didn't supply, I made no money on them. So always let your tech do that. Let the tech supply the parts, because that way if it does go down, whether it's his fault, your fault, no one's fault, everyone's fault, you're kind of covered by warranty. And that's it. This one is sorted. It is obviously locked to semi as well. If I throw that up here, that is locked to semi on many, many, many parts of the trigger. It is still programmable. I have locked this. So it will fire. It will decock as it needs to, if it needs to. But it is a dick to program, because this is semi-locked, baby. semi-locked. And yes, my chrono, I'm using black .4s because no cunt uses them, and I've got loads of them. That's that. Demag, do my best to ensure it's clear. The mag is a bit crap at feeding, I've got to say. The mag is crap, the power fluctuates a little bit. They don't really want to come out, and it's not down to the ammo in the way it's made or type of ammo, it's just the weight of the ammo and the mag. So you'll see that they don't feed out sort of fluidly every time. That time did it flawlessly, but sometimes it doesn't feed the BBs properly, but it is a brand new unused mag, so what we're going to do, that should hopefully bed in. But there we are. I'm just going to pull and hold the trigger just to decock it. There we are. We're good. Gun finished. Do I recommend it? For the time being, yes. For the time being, yes. But remember, the gearbox casing is slightly proprietary. Remember that. It is much, much, much cheaper than the VFC offering, though, and it's better than the VFC offering. So with that, that's worthwhile, I think. I definitely have this done in RAL, and I definitely have the markings put on. I wonder how long I can do this for, you cunts still watching.